Greetings, programs. This is Wretch. Welcome back to Kingdom Come Deliverance. And we are very overburdened still, guys. We have all of that armor we got from taking out the Cumans in the last episode, and we still need to talk to Sir Divish about this apparent horse race that should be going on here soon. And I have no idea where he is. Is he... Oh, he's up here in this tower, isn't he? Okay, I have no idea how to get there. Hold on, he's up there in the battlements, I would assume? Oh, there he is. Hi there, sir. I'll get to you in just one sec. I assume we head up here to the very top. And I don't know if this is an actual horse race. Oh, hi. Man, you can move fast.
The Lord be praised. What brings you to me?
My lord, I bring greetings from Smill's widow, Zora, mistress of the Neuhof stud farm.
Zora. The poor woman, to lose her husband in such a terrible way. How can I help her?
She sends her respects and would like to ask, if you don't mind, why you stopped buying horses from her.
I take my horses from Uzhitz now. It's no reflection on Zora or her people, but it was clear to me after the tragedy at Neuhof that the stud farm would never recover. I'm not inclined to buy my steeds from a stud farm run by a woman. You can understand that, can't you? Being a stable master is a man's work.
No. But he has a 1. Okay. Here.
But she's a widow without any other means of support, sir. Wouldn't it be worth at least having a look at her horses?
Perhaps you're right, but it all sounds rather dull. We'll hold a horse race, and whoever's horse fares better, that's who we'll buy from. I hope you will carry the Neuhof colors.
It looks that way. I've already bought the horse.
Splendid. Tell my stable master about my decision. Meanwhile, I'll send word to the riders from the other stables around. Let's make a proper show of it. Farewell.
Okay. Talk to Sir Divish about the race. And you of all people, sir, shouldn't be talking about anything being dull. That's why Lady Stephanie likes me more.
Welcome, Henry.
Okay, well I guess we let the stable master know what's up. Hello.
How are you, Henry?
Doing fine. I'm trying to talk to you, but you won't let me. Bump into you.
Are you serious?
Yep.
What is it?
Hi. Oh, there was a brief window.
Be a bit more careful. Jesus, look where you're... Are you serious?
Are you taking inventory? What's going on in here? Is this where you sleep?
Be a bit more careful.
And I can't punch you without the guards being... It did light up there very briefly. Do I have to find a particular area for it? Or I have to wait? I'll tell you what. Let's wait an hour. Hopefully he will have moved. There we go. It's almost 7 o'clock. Oh, good lord.
Hey, Henry's come to see us.
He's just going to be stuck there forever.
May the Lord watch over you, Henry.
Well, that's a shame. Maybe he has that post stuck in his head. Let's try... Let's go to sleep. Because we just napped before for the save game. Maybe in the morning he'll be more inclined to talk to us. And we can't sleep any longer. Crap. You know, one thing we do need to do is make sure that we are unburdened of all of this nonsense, but we also need to make sure that we're not selling off the armor that we need for the quest, because we did get those 2 pieces of armor from the... Is he? Yeah, I think he's just bugged. I think he's just going to hang out here for the rest of his life. Okay, well, you know what we're going to have to do then. We are going to... And there is no blacksmith or anything nearby. And we can't fast travel. That's not good. That's not good at all. Ledechko? I think Ledechko is the closest place to actually have a blacksmith that we could sell this stuff to. Or we could put, actually, we could put all of this in our luggage at the inn, in the crate, but, ouch. You're fine, Henry. You're just overburdened by quite a few pounds, I would assume. Yeah, we could do... Let's go ahead and do that. Because I'm not even sure if the... Oh, we're going to be stuck in the bushes. Oh no. Can we get out of here? Maybe. Come on, you can do it, Henry. You've taken on warriors and come out relatively okay, depending on the situation. Pebbles. My noble steed. We've got problems, my friend. Alright, well, I'll tell you what. Let's just go ahead and travel to Ledechko. It's going to be a bit of a ride, but we're too overloaded for fast travel. But hopefully, we'll run into some more humans.
God save you.
And then then we don't even have to go into those camps. That would actually be ideal, if that were the case. So let's see what happens here. But at the same time, that's going to be a long ride, and it's going to be the middle of the night before we get back. Let's just go to the tavern. And we'll go deposit all of our gear that we don't need. And that way we can sort through it a little bit later and get and actually make sure that we keep the cumin armor. Sorry guys, didn't mean to interrupt your conversation. Because I do want to figure out what's going on with this race, because we haven't seen anyone else really on a horse in this game other than us. Or ourselves. Hi folks, it's been a long day. Gotta find... Where's the bed in this inn? Oh, wait a minute. It's here in the barn, isn't it? Yeah, I think it's this way. Lockpick easy. Yep. Imagine if you're so overburdened you couldn't even use a ladder. That would suck. Alright, here's our lodgings. Now, in terms of our inventory, let's, we've got move all. Whoa! Weapons. Oh, we moved. That is a problem. We're gonna have to do this one at a time. Oh, we combined all of our better hunting arrows. That's good. Move. The Nicholas Saber. Wooden shield. Which is... Oh! Those that actually... Hold on. Let's look at the stats on that. Compared to the common shield. Oh, it's the same type. It just is worth more. I'm not going to argue with that at all. Gonna get some good money here eventually. Feel ourselves getting underburdened. And the shirt from Stephanie. Oh, salami. Gotcha. And we still need to sell off this goblet. We've got Kunesh's keys. Really? Bunch of keys with the key from Kunesh's chest. Oh, hallelujah. Can actually move again.
God save Henry.
Well, here, we will crash out. I know this isn't particularly exciting, guys, but with that bugged stable master, we can't really get the party going. Get our nourishment back up, and we'll crash and see. I paid 200 groschen for this place. Like sleeping on a cloud, huh? There's a max of 12 hours. That should take care of what we're needing. At least we'll have our energy back. And maybe, just maybe, he will have dislodged himself from the door. That's our goal right now. Because if he's still there, then I don't know what to tell you guys. And I need to remember that all of that gear... We just killed the man. That was him breathing his last. Hey, Pebbles. Let's go ahead and get out of here before someone gets wise that we just did Finn Balor's double stomp to a man's cranium. Alright, fingers crossed. Programs, let's make sure, or hope, the stable master is not bugged. Because then I may have to reload the game and try and do all this again. Which would be a shame. He's still there. Oh, hallelujah. And don't you dare go toward that door.
God save you.
Sir Divish has sent me about the race.
Race?
Yes, I'm to tell you he wants to arrange a horse race. He will send word himself to the other stables and riders in the area.
It's true no one's raced the Talmberg track for ages. And the folk around here could use a bit of excitement. But what's your part in this?
Actually, Mistress Zora sent me. She wants his lordship to start buying her horses again.
Zora? She's from the Neuhof stud, ain't she?
Yes.
I hope with all my heart you win. After what's happened to Zora, she deserves some luck. Do you know the rules of the race?
Heh, I do not.
I don't.
We'll tell you before the start of the race where the poles are and what order you have to reach them in. There's no set course. You can take any route you want. Knowing the lie of the land is very important. You must take a ribbon from each pole, and once you have them all, you can ride back. If you're the first one here, then you win. Got it?
I understand.
Sure.
All right, but a race like that will take some time to arrange. Bring the dappled grey tomorrow to the gate of the Outer Bailey at noon. The start will be there.
All right, thanks.
Goodbye.
Oh, so it's going to take a bit for it to get organized. Okay. Well, we probably won't be there. Because now that we know it's going to take some preparation, we can go ahead and see what else we have to do. In terms of our quest log, Sport of Kings, Masquerade, In God's Hands, talk to the Vicar and get rid of the Vicar. Now that's all over. We need to head to, what was the name of that town? We need to head to Uzhitz? Yeah, we got stuff there to do. Any resistance on the road? Oh wow, Uzhitz is really close by. Huzzah! No blacksmith, though. If memory serves. Because all the blacksmiths are hanging out in the south part of the map, which is strange. Maybe because Henry's dad was the only one in the area. That would make sense. But I bet we could probably sell some of our stuff off to the merchant. But anyway, let's go visit our old buddy, the sparring, carousing priest. Is he having a smoke outside?
God save you, Henry.
Hey, Father Godwin.
My God, what happened to you? You look like you've been assaulted. See you later.
I said we could chat about old times, sir. Now that you've said something. Now, the Vicar quest was here. Let's go ahead and track that. Side quest. Oh, okay, we can all sort it out like that. Well, Dizians. Ah. Oh, is he the guy who's all talking and preaching out here in the square? Maybe. Talk to the Vicar. Ah. Godwin's concubine. Awkward?
What do you want here, lad?
God save, Monsignor. My name's Henry, and I've been sent by Sir Hanish of Lipa.
Sir Hanish, And why is he sending you?
I'm to assist you in your search.
Oh, I see. How considerate of him. Well, you've come at the right time. I need someone who'll go unnoticed among the locals. I'm sure Sir Hanish told you what I'm doing here.
He said you're looking for heretics?
Exactly. I'm seeking out the sores that inflict the body of the church. The rash of heretics. Waldensians. Dangerous heretics, one and all.
And she's just sitting there. I'm just going to work on my embroidery. Let's figure out what's going on here.
How can I help you then?
Excellent. Let's get right to the point, Henry. I know how to get to where the heretics congregate.
And what's stopping you from going there, sir?
That is to say, I know in theory. The crux of the matter is this. We caught a heretic in Kuttenberg who told us of the heretics in Uzhitz. Regrettably, by the time he got around to describing their meeting place, he was already raving and hardly coherent.
I see. So do you know where they meet up, or don't you?
Possibly. His account was confused, to say the least. I have a record somewhere here. Can you read, boy?
I can.
Naturally, Father. Otherwise Sir Hanish wouldn't have sent me.
I see. It's a good thing at least the servants of the nobility are getting a suitable education. Some of their own offspring can hardly write their own names. Here's the record of the interrogation. From what I can make out, his description of the route starts at the local tavern. Once you've found something out, come back and see me.
I'll do my best, Father.
Heretic's testimony.
Are there any suspects?
Everyone is a suspect. You can be sure of that. But I'll know more after I finish the interrogations.
Did you hear that guy in the background?
How did you conclude there are heretics here?
We caught one in Kuttenberg. He confessed to everything, including meeting up with others in Uzhitz a few times.
And that was all he told you?
By the end, all his strength had left him, so he couldn't even put together a list.
I'm guessing he didn't speak willingly.
Of course not.
Little wonder his strength deserted him in the executioner's clutches. It's a pity. He might have known more.
My lad, guard your tongue. It's unwise to question the ways of Mother Church. Heretics are a conquer on the body of the Church. Do you know what's to be done with such an ulcer? You take the hot iron to it and burn it out. It may hurt. It hurt me too, to have to cause the man to suffer. But it had to be done for the well-being of the Church.
We're dealing with some really pleasant people in this episode. We've got him a the guy who's like, oh, a woman can't run a stables, which, by the way, is crap, because in my experience, some of the best horse riders and breeders and everything that you could deal with in horse racing are women. And we're dealing with this guy here. So, lovely folks in the Middle Ages. Of course, they were there, so this is pretty accurate.
Who are these Valdensians? I've never heard of them.
Really? Then you've either not been paying attention in church, or the parish priest in Retaille is too idle to read out the bishop's missive to the congregation. Both possibilities are equally disturbing, but I'll allow you the benefit of the doubt, and assume it's the latter. But to answer your question, it's a heretical sect.
I gathered that much, but what form does the heresy take?
Look, boy, I don't have time right now to embark on theological disputation. Besides which, it's not something you need concern yourself with. Suffice it to say, they are heretics.
Very well, Monsignor.
Uh-huh.
Well, I'm not from Uzhitz exactly, so I don't know how well they'll accept me.
That's good, because the last thing I need is one of these local good-for-nothings. I can't trust a single one of them. And they don't trust me either. But you're an ordinary lad with a likable face, if a bit simple-looking. You'll have a much better chance of learning their secrets.
You flatter me, Monsignor. Very well, then.
You can't see my face, though.
I'll get working on it, sir.
God be with you, my son.
So, we're definitely going to ruin his day when we get the opportunity. Well, let's go ahead and read this document. Heretic's Testimony. Record of the interrogation of the heretic Peter of Hadrek. This account was written down by Master Borislav, scribe to the Archbishop, recording the testimony given by the questioned heretic, whereby the interrogation was conducted by the Very Reverend Jan of Osek, Monsignor and Vicar to the Archbishop, and lawful rite of torture was carried out by the town executioner, Francis, called Shanks, in the town jail, according to the resolution of the town council. At first, the captive heretic, one Peter of Hadrek, did refuse to give testimony, whereupon the executioner was instructed to encourage him to do so by the performance of arts. Let it be stated that the interrogated Peter of Hadrek did long resist the executioner's persuasions. However, he did finally respond to a query as to the place of assembly of the heretics known to him, of the known heretics, that they did meet in the township of Uzhitz. When the vicar then asked the prisoner to elaborate, that is, who they were and in what house they assembled, Peter of Hadrek again fell into silence. The executioner was again obliged to exercise his persuasive art, which in due course the vicar ordered him to desist, for the prisoner was greatly fatigued, whereupon he did suddenly find his voice and begin to respond at length to the repeated query as to where he met with the other heretics. The victor thereupon decreed that the testimony of the prisoner be written down verbatim. May the Lord forgive me for hearing these heretical speeches, which by my duty to Holy Mother Church I am bound to set down in writing this day. Thus spoke the heretic. I began my pilgrimage in Uzhitz, a den of iniquity, where the people were drinking and fornicating, so I left that corrupt place at once. And at once I saw another abomination, the temple of the bride of the Antichrist, with the proud Babylonian tower. I went past it quickly toward the rising sun. When I left the village, I came upon a crossroads and didn't know which way to go. So I fell on my knees and prayed, and my prayer was heard, for the finger of Christ rose from the ground to show the right path. On I went through this sinful land, and suddenly I heard the sound of 1,000-headed crowd at work, and I saw their queen and their towers. I journeyed further on, and all at once there rose from the ground the jaws of the behemoth, or Baphomet, and his broken teeth jutted up to the heavens like the tombstones of the Moabites. So I went through the mouth of the beast, and by the road I saw the abode of the apostles Peter and Andrew. I was hungry, so I took the fruits of their labors and filled my belly. Then I left their house and saw 2 widows weeping and keening. I wept with them, and they let me sleep in their shadow. I went further along the edge of the world and saw the ribs of the great Leviathan washed up by the sea. Then I saw 2 bridges over the river Jordan, and the devil tempted me and tried to lure me to the one on the right. But I saw through his deception and went against his will. When I finally saw it, the gateway to the Garden of Paradise, abundant with foliage. It was guarded by men of straw, but they saw I was good Christian and let me enter therein. These were the last words uttered by the heretic Peter of Hadrach, for he did then breathe his last. The vicar did then state that his death was surely the work of Lucifer to silence his tongue before the ears of the servants of God. Oy. The executioner thereupon took umbrage and made conceited objections, from which his wage was cut by 3 groschen, and he was admonished not to repeat such remarks, especially in the presence of the servant of Holy Mother Church. The body of the heretic was buried outside the cemetery wall, as befits, so that it should not corrupt hallowed ground. Thereby the case of the heretic Peter of Hadrach was brought to a close in accordance with ecclesiastical law. Wow. Interesting. And he's gone. Oh, there he is with some guards.
God be with you, Henry.
Hi. Who's this prick you have with you?
God be with you.
Vicar's guard. Oh.
I have a few more questions about the investigation, Monsignor.
Ask away, my son.
I can't read that document?
I'll get working on it.
God be with you, my...
Okay, hold on. Let's look at the quest log. Find the Waldesian congregation. Get rid of the vicar. Would that actually be on the map now? I doubt it. Because we... Yeah, I'm not seeing it. We'll have to track it down the old-fashioned way, I suppose. Using the clues from that guy's testimony. So it's going to be all up to interpretation, I suppose. All right. Well, good deal. I guess I'll go ahead and look that over and see how the best way to approach that is going to be, guys. And we will pick it up at the beginning of the next episode. Hope you all have enjoyed it. I know there was some confusion there at the beginning, but I think we've got through it okay. And now we're on a much more interesting quest than we were previously. But if you guys like the episode, please leave a like down below. Subscribe to the channel, leave a comment. That'd be a big help. And we'll see you next time. Later days, everyone.